Okay, the flying lawn chair swing model concept. We're on take 4, revision C, revision 3 if you want to use letters. The problems were that these two trees do not grow at the same height. Obviously, the land is sloped. So you couldn't just measure up the trunk, say 20-25 feet, attach a rope up the trunk 20-25 feet and attach a rope, because the swing points would be off. This tree had a convenient fork, and for a while there I thought I could get by just running it through the fork. If you look, what I've had to do in order to make this swing, if you want a swing where you can pump it using the ropes to get it going higher, you need to have separation between your ropes. And that's what I did up there. I took a couple old padded clamps, padded them up with some rags, and nailed them on the tree, holding the rope down on it so the rope doesn't abrade. Got that sling point up there padded. On the reverse side, to hold the rope, the safety, the security, is that bar. Yeah, I got me a nice 28-foot ladder so I can get up in these things and do this work. But I put some clamps. They're just made out of, we call it plumber's tape. It's hanging tape. It's made out of metal. And use that to keep the bar from swinging, from turning and going through the keyhole, which would be that fork. As you can see there, I ran the rope through a piece of old dishwasher drain. Keep the rope from abrading. And then if you look really close there, once again I put a clamp, maintain separation between those two ropes up there. Might be easier to see. There, you can see right there where there's a clamp buried in that rag, and it keeps the rope. On this side I use a piece of old rope, just wrapped it around the clamp, and it keeps the rope from seesawing, which was making the seat tip back and forth as this side would go. This side here was going like this, seesawing, which was kind of nice. It made it really floaty, but you could tip back too far and go flip out the back. Old beach chair I found on the beach about 15-20 years ago. Put on a piece of pipe insulation I had laying around from an old job. Excuse the linen scap, it likes to be rude. It likes photobombing. And the hardest part, in a way, aside from coughing up the money for a big ladder, which I needed one anyway, got other work, was getting these ropes to hang at the same swivel point on both of the trees. So what I did, old trick, all this is done with eyeball. Yeah, you got it. I got that bubble level in there. Went to one place. Oh, look, that's pretty level. Bring that up. Oh, that's... And I said, that's where it needs to be. Just holding the level out in front of me in my field of view from tree to tree, so that I could draw an imaginary line, level line. And as you see, I discovered that that pivot point up there is roughly within probably 3 or 4 inches of the height of that pivot point, which I established by putting the clamps to the tree. It also keeps the ropes separated so that you can make this swing higher with your arms, just pumping it a little bit. It works real nice, and that is a key factor. If you want a swing that you can just push on the ropes and it'll get going, this is the one I'm fixing to show you. All right. Take off in the flying lawn chair. Hopefully won't get launched. I do plan on upgrading the chair to preferably a welded aluminum patio furniture type. I'll find one at some yard sale dirt cheap. And I can just hack the legs off since it's welded construction. This is made out of steel. It's 30 years old. It's been sitting down in the barn. It's got some rough, weak spots in the rust. I had to replace a couple rivets with screws. So there'll be a more comfy chair going in, probably a little bit heavier. This is all about seeing this thing fly. So let me get the pump and show you what I mean by having those ropes separated. When you pull, you're shortening that distance, you see. And as when you shorten that distance, it gives you that thrust. It's kind of like levers. Anyway, here we go. Get settled in. You could use a bit more lean back, but lean back's just a matter of where you put the ropes on the chair. I ain't trying real hard. Get my ass settled in here right, I can get it. Like I say, need another chair. This flying lawn chair works. Easy to pump. You can get some height. Just will miss that bird feeder. Putting on the brakes, just push. There you go. Swing for the grown-ups. Hey, you gotta be at least this high if you're gonna ride this thing. Better chair. I think my wife's gonna really like it. I'll probably find her out here a lot. Alright, y'all have fun. This job is done. Except for a minor upgrade in the seating. See ya.